Dollar index is sideways since mid-April. During same time, gold was sideways. So both things are waiting for next clear direction, but overall both are sideways. If you see recent wave, AVC price bent up, now came down, but last three daily candlestick you can see they are making a strong rejection near 61% retracement. So if this low survive after three clear candlestick rejection, because now we have clear information about NFP that was very weak, PPI that was very strong, both confirm stagflation. So weak dollar since beginning of Trump's second term. If you continue more weak dollar in upcoming time, then you already have more than 3% PPI, which confirm tariff have inflation. So more weak dollar will create more inflation problem. So if this low survive, then bulls will target new range breakout, and first upside target will be 101, and Jackson Hole speech end of the week, that will be extremely important, because if you see WXY wave Y 100% projection, high chance this can be bottom, because on first retest on this resistance area there was instant rejection. Next time bulls will target clear breakout of this resistance area, which depends on Fed Jackson Hole speech this week what they say, because in July FOMC meeting before Jackson Hole, Fed say he does not care about weak dollar, no major problem. Let's see his tone change or not after very strong PPI number. If you see monthly time frame, then candlestick right now is very bearish, full red, but closing price depends what Fed will say in Jackson Hole speech. So major shift come from Fed, then monthly closing can be blue. What you can see this area near 100, that is big static resistance area, because once monthly candlestick close outside this area, it will confirm after that vertical fall bottom in dollar. Euro USD daily time frame, we have this trend line already tested 3 times, but you should manage your risk up to 1.18 level. So if price failed from this area, bears will target new lower low below 1.14, because previously it was only Besant. Now Jim Cramer also saying you can have dot-com bubble like economic growth without inflation, but PPI confirm more than 3%. You have economic boom dot-com bubble, this time AI bubble, but you also have inflation problem. GBPUSD daily time frame, this trend line retest after breakout 1.36. This can be counter trend correction wave X. Currently price testing big static resistance 1.36. Once correction over, price will fall. It will retest 1.31 static support, because I explained why we are bullish dollar. Because of that we are bearish on GBPUSD. USDCAD daily time frame, triple bottom, neckline breakout, retest. Now price going up again, because all step of triple bottom pattern complete. Next bulls will target 1.40 area. That was your 5 impulsive wave down, triple bottom, neckline breakout, retest. Next target 1.40. USDCHF weekly time frame, price showing rejection near this 0.79 area, testing recent resistance, but once breakout dollar become strong, bulls will target 0.83 area, and this is your weekly time frame, and this is only next big static resistance area. USD JPY weekly time frame, because of 10-year yield and dollar both opposite direction, this pair is sideways and it can stay sideways, so you have to trade like sideways range, big static horizontal support and resistance. Silver weekly time frame, upper trend line retest, strong rejection. Last week again red candlestick. In Jackson Hole speech, if Fed sounds hawkish or do something opposite compared to last year in September FOMC meeting, Because of recession risk, industrial metal, there is no support before $34. And this trendline retest, that is your strong resistance. Bitcoin weekly time frame, this area on weekly time frame you can see strong rejection near upper part of the channel, because in July FOMC meeting they said nothing about QT policy. Let's see what they say in Jackson Hole this week about QT policy. Their shadow Fed chair and Bloomberg, Bill Dudley is saying Kevin Warren's policy is fairy tale, where they cannot hike, because if they hike, then pre-election September cut last year, that will confirm a clear policy mistake. So doing more QT is only option. So if their plan is to increase QT more or not, we will know this week in Jackson Hole. If they continue QT more, when you have very weak NFP number, then this is very bad news for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin only care about where Fed balance sheet and debt is going. So if they decrease balance sheet size more, then bad news for Bitcoin. You can see US oil, it is going down since September 2023, lower low with lower high, a clear bear market. Peace talk happening between Russia and USA. So more information will come next week if both countries become normal like they were before Ukraine invasion. Start doing business like normal day. If Russian oil return back to global market, then supply that will increase. Recession, because NFP is very weak and more weak NFP come in upcoming time, it will confirm recession. Because of that, demand will decrease. Supply increasing, demand decreasing. Very bad news for oil. 76 big static resistance, and this current price area near $60 big static support. Nvidia stock weekly time frame, it is going up in vertical line. So previously it was Besant, now Kramer. So everyone expect you can have .com bubble, now AI bubble, and no inflation. But recent PPI confirm high risk of inflation. So you cannot continue that AI bubble, because that PPI was red alert. More strong inflation number come in upcoming time, more will be problem. And this week Jackson Hole speech, let's see if Powell has same view or not. The .com bubble 90s and green span timing, where you can have growth and no inflation. But right now there is a strong stagflation risk confirmed by very weak NFP and very strong PPI number. Last year 2024 election year, when stock market was down almost 10%, Fed gave very dovish Jackson Hole speech. Similarly, this year you saw Trump pivot on tariff when stock market crashed more than 20%. Since stock is trading at all-time high and you have very strong PPI number, then Fed have to explain why they are cutting interest rate. So when stock market goes down 10% or 20%, Trump and Powell sounds dovish. When stock trade at all-time high, let's see, they sound hawkish or dovish this week. US 10-year bond yield, you can see it is sideways. We are told it is happening because of Ukraine invasion. So if Russia and USA both go back to 2022 world, both doing business peacefully, then it can reverse that trend. So big change is coming. Jackson Hole speech, what Fed say, it will directly affect US 10-year bond yield. Russia peace deal, more information will come in upcoming time. So big change is coming. It is sideways range, either upper part or lower part retest. But it depends what Fed say in this week. He ignored more than 3% PPI number or not, or he see stagflation or repeat of .com bubble, where growth without inflation. GDX monthly time frame, it is flying, almost there, GFC high and no support before $45. Silver and GDX both flying. During this time gold was sideways. Maybe market have believed gold will stay up forever. It will never go down. Seem like Nvidia stock. Maybe this is the reason these things are going up in vertical line and flying. 2011 high in silver and GDX. Because gold is not just sideways below 3430, everyone believe it will break out to upside. Back to dollar index daily time frame. If this counter trend correction near 61% retracement, verified by 3 candlestick strong rejection. If this low hold this week, survive Fed Jackson Hole speech, and price start flying, that means they will target new range high. Because you have very strong PPI number more than 3%, you cannot continue that dot-com bubble strategy because you have stagflation. More you continue growth policy, more you will struggle with inflation problem.